An attorney is suing the Lorain County Sheriff's Office, claiming a corrections officer viciously beat his client for no reason.
That officer has since been fired because of the incident. 19
investigator Mike Mason first notified the attorney about this case. He joins us now with more.
Last August, corrections officer Ruben Ortiz began wailing on inmate Charles Koch, and it was all captured on video. Ortiz was fired and faces charges. Now he and the sheriff's office are also facing a federal lawsuit. When we told Elyria attorney Steve Albenzi that a corrections officer struck his client several months ago, he was shocked. If we hadn't found out about who he was and brought it to you, this may not have come to light for some time.
Correct, 100%.
Now Albenzi has filed a federal lawsuit against Officer Ruben Ortiz and the Lorain County Sheriff's Office. The lawsuit details what led up to the incident. It states Koch had a psychological evaluation done in October of 2021 and was deemed mentally ill. When arrested, Koch was ordered to seek treatment at North Coast Behavioral Hospital. While preparing him for transport, Ortiz put a belly chain around his waist. Seconds later, Ortiz began pounding Koch at least a dozen times, according to reports.
Look, it's not just this incident. It's that you guys basically had a loaded gun there. You had a loaded weapon. You know that this guy does this. He reacts this way to certain stimuli.
19 investigates found Ortiz had a history of reprimands for mistreating inmates and submitting inaccurate reports. We also uncovered a number of similar cases where inmates alleged they too were mistreated by officers. Albenzi's lawsuit states the habitual use of excessive force is so permanent and ingrained in the culture of the Lorain County Jail that it constitutes a custom, as evidenced by the regularity of its occurrence.
Failure to act, failure to implement these policies, failure to appropriately train, and failure to discipline has created a custom that was the driving force behind this suit.
Albenzi claims Koch suffered severe permanent mental and physical injuries, accusing the sheriff's office of gross negligence, stating Koch was not examined by medical personnel, nor were pictures taken of his injuries. Meanwhile, jail staff took photos of Ortiz's injuries before he went to the hospital for treatment. Albenzi says this failure to preserve evidence was done intentionally to avoid the consequences of the actions of the vicious attack inflicted upon Charles Koch.
We would like to show the county that pattern that was overlooked, that those patterns aren't overlooked in the future.
Ortiz still faces criminal charges for assault and falsifying the incident report. Lorain County Sheriff Phil Stamiti declined to speak with us about this report. In the past, we've reached out to Ortiz and his attorney for comment, but never heard back. In the newsroom, Mike Mason, 19 News.